Okay, so had a bit of a realization. It was a huge one actually, and I gave it to myself by paying attention, noticing what the real data is that's coming in right now, monitoring my behavior. Literally, this is what goes on in my mind, and it's really fun if that sounded like anything other than that. So, asked myself, what am I doing it for? What am I doing? Okay, so the behavior for, because it's always purpose, there's always a reason for our greater good that we're doing any behavior, even if it's a behavior that we think is not serving us to get what we're saying we really want. And I I want to get away from any stress response that I go to. I notice that I choose stress as my response when I'm I don't know, when I'm taking things on myself to work to accomplish anything, be productive, get something done, be effective. That when I respond to situations, I will go to stress from routine habit, what I started modeling as behavior that was effective at one point to be effective. That's what I thought. In order to be effective, employ stress, and stress would get me motivated, stress would get me focused, stress would get me there. And as I've grown up, I have personally picked that it doesn't work for me. So now undoing that previous behavior that is so habitual and that I see around me as acceptable and desirable. And oh my gosh, this little kid just got into my backyard who does not even live here. Look at that. I don't even know. She just came in through the fence. Hi. Hi. Hi, cutie. Oh, look whose backyard you're in. Oh my goodness. This is hilarious. When has this happened? The chances. Hi. You out for a walk? Oh my gosh, and you're pregnant too. Her mom is down there. Pregnant. This family just walked in. Oh, really? So how far along are you? When are you going to be due? You're due tomorrow? Oh my gosh. Okay, congrats. I hope it goes well. You are? Why? Oh, are you? How come you're having C-section? Big baby. Well, remember, do what's important for you. What is best for you, because the immune system, a person's immune system is developed in the birth canal. Unless it's important to do the C-section, it's super important not to do it. So do whatever your instinct is right. It is right, for sure. Yes, totally. Okay, I'll pray for you. Hey, yes, nice to meet you too. Come over if you ever need anything. Impacting and influencing people in whatever way, however is necessary, reach out. And it is showing up when I show, like, that is just, it's so divine. They walked right into talk to her right now about her pregnancy, depression, emotions that are coming with it, all the struggle, having to decide between C-section and not, the immune system, the birth canal, this is service wherever it shows up and in all the time and in every way. I have I get so, I hate suffering. Like, I get so pissed off when I see people suffering. I get pissed off and it just wakes me up and I start being me. This part of me just comes out when there is suffering on the premises. So that was a beautifully graced moment that happened when I came out to film. I love it. And that happened yesterday in the grocery store. Just like instantly was asking someone where the tea was and started talking to her. She works there and just got right into it about a suicide that she knew someone had just did, how she was coping with it, feeling with it. And like, these are real conversations, people. When I go to the market, when I run into someone in my own backyard, isn't that a saying or something? So that was like divinely gifted. Pray that she's due tomorrow. Like, this baby was huge. I was surprised. That was funny. So what was I saying? Okay, so here's the thing. When am I called to action in moments of being able to show up, be effective, produce what is important to the moment of whatever is needed? And when do I feel like I'm not? So this is what I noticed before when I was starting, is that I asked myself, when I'm not doing the things that I'm saying I want to do, what am I not doing it for? The importance of asking questions is that you will always get the answer. You will always get an answer to the question that's asked. So ask more productive, prospering questions that push us to get us to move into solution oriented and getting us more where we want to go. Distracted by my hair right now. Okay, so what I was talking about before is I don't really know. I think that was just divinely guided. I want to affect change in positive, empowering ways all the time, in every way that I can, in every moment. And I looked at myself and was like, okay, what am I not doing the things that I want to do for? And then just made myself say something to answer it, even though I didn't know intellectually, I didn't have an answer come to me. Just express something, verbalize it, because the unconscious can get the message out. even when the conscious is not finding it. It's like, well, I don't know what the answer is, silently. But verbally, I said, it's to eliminate the stress response. It's to get away from the stress, because those two things are tied together. When I am cultivating my own schedule, working on my own plan, figuring out my own moves, doing things that's just bringing it in, like, you know, when you feel like you're just a one-woman show to do the things that you want to do, then it gets really rough. I get called to, well, I don't want to do anything. I want to relax. I want to just enjoy myself. I want to enjoy life. I want to have fun. I want to embrace it. I want to be internal to find my profoundness that I can in every moment that I am calm. And then when I do, it's so easily able to produce outward without such a rigid plan of push to stress to force it to do a hard work ethic. The work ethic naturally is in me. That has been a thing that is always there. Like, oh, I can work. I can be focused. I can be effective. I can get stuff done. But I've got to want it now, because I realized before, growing up, I would work through school so well, but I would employ so much stress alongside with it that it just became intertwined to work ethic and stress are now the same thing. And I was fighting for stuff that I didn't even want. Fighting for stuff for, like, classes I didn't believe in. Teachers I did not respond well when, like, some of them were the biggest bullies I ever had, were the teachers. And they would just egg on the kids of what already happened. So the culture, what was going on, I did not enjoy school. Duh, who did? It was just such a soldier system to what is so natural to me now. And now it's like, I mean, this has happened for a very long time, ever since I left school a year early. I worked so hard to finish school a year early and do 2 grades in one, so that I would never go to grade 12, be graduated in grade 11, have already done them both. Winning at a game I didn't even want to play. Winning at a game so much so that I didn't have to play it anymore, right? Like, that's what it is. So then when I show up to life and I am wondering why there's, not to be mistaken, people out there that feel like they're told they're unproductive, they're lazy, they're whatever the gamut is, etc. Not motivated, right? Did I say that already? Not focused, not ambitious. What are you being, like, forced to do that's so against our nature? And I get so effective. I am so effective when I am me. That's been the whole call to all of this, right? The designing of this blog, the making of this name, the purpose of what I am cultivating. It's like we look at, if you want to look at what you're really wanting, what you're really committed to, look at the results you're getting and then decode that. Look at what's actually happening. What you're actually doing is what you're actually committed to, even if it's not what you think you want.